Our legend has played 126 matches for Manchester United in his career between 1999 and 2006 under the coach and management of no other than the great Sir Alex Ferguson. And he has, after leaving Manchester United, he has expanded with a number of European teams. He's still linked very strongly with Manchester United as a trainer of their team, and he is also an ambassador of Manchester United. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very, very loud welcome to Mr. Quinton Fortune.
Bonjour. So that's my only French. Thank you very much, first of all, DHL, for allowing me to come and spend some time with you guys and share my story. I know a few French words. Je t'aime. Gros bisous. Dormez bien. Faites barrette. À demain. As it was my girlfriend, she said to me, don't mention me. She's from Belgium, so she taught me all the French words. But I'll just try and share a little bit of my story of how I started to play football and I'm playing for the best club in the world. Before I start, can everyone understand Anglais? Really? Who supports Manchester United? Oh, beautiful. Any other teams? Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal? Keep your hands up. Security? You will be removed from the room. No. Ladies and gentlemen, my story is absolutely, I don't even know if the right words say it's crazy, it's weird, it's beyond anything I've ever dreamt of. I come from a family of 6. 5 brothers, I'm the 5th brother. I think that's why they call me Quinton, because Quinton means the 5th and 6th. No? Okay. I got one sister, and when my mom had my sister, she wanted another girl. Unfortunately, she got me. So I have a bit of a feminine side. Well, that's another story. And we stayed in a place called in Cape Town, called Q-Town, and we were 11 in a 2-bedroom flat, which was amazing. We stayed with my auntie, my mom's sister, and all her kids. So I was the baby in the house. I don't know if you guys have the same thing here where they call it a double bunk where you sleep. But we had a triple because there were so many. And because I was the youngest, I had to sleep right at the top. That was a very good experience, especially at night. You have to climb up, and on the Sunday mornings when you have to go buy food, they sent me. So it was probably some of the best experiences of my life because I got to play football every day with my cousins. We used to take our socks and roll it up and make the football, and this was in the house. And then I played football every single day, as long as I can remember. And the only time I didn't play football is when I had to come in to eat and to sleep. Any other day it was football. I went to school. Now you guys remember that time in South Africa was apartheid. And the school I went to was Afrikaans school, Dutch school, and they played rugby, and I've never played rugby in my life, ladies and gentlemen. No disrespect to rugby, rugby's a great sport, but for my community, all I knew was football. And I had to play my first game of rugby for the school, and I was very happy. After the game, I think I got hurt something, because you know they tackle very hard, and I came home, I said, well, Mom, that's it. I'm not going back to school. I want to play football. I think we gave the principal of the school some indication because we played football before school, during school, and after school. But still, I don't think he got the message. But bless my mom, she took me out to school the same day and moved me to school in where I grew up in my local community. We played football, which was absolutely amazing because all my friends went to school there. and I got to play football, which is absolutely, you cannot imagine how happy I felt. And things went from strength to strength. I played football every day, and I just want to go back to my early days of apartment in South Africa. That time, what I remember is leaving school early and taking all my brothers, taking all their bags because I was the baby. And I just remember standing at the window of our flat, which is right at the top, and see my brothers come run home because that time the police used to chase them and tear gas. So this was just normal life back then. That was my only experience really of seeing what apartment was all about. And my brothers used to come over with their shirts around their face to protect them from the tear gas. And it was strange. Growing up in Cape Town that time, it was great because when you're playing sports, you're doing something positive. But at the same time, growing up in Quinton Fortune, where I was born, it was, you had your gang fights, you name the drugs, and if you weren't doing any sport, you fall into the trap. So I was very, very fortunate. My parents were very strict, and they knew if I'm not doing sport, I would have wanted something else. So they encouraged me to do football. And I was 13. I was 9 the first time I traveled. I represented my local provincial team, Western Province. And I remember it was amazing. I was excited. Obviously, I was a bit scared leaving home, but it was football. And my parents were very happy. They put me on the bus. We drove to Johannesburg. And it was a great experience. And that's all started. My parents were very happy because I was doing football. I was staying on the streets. And I was doing something positive. Things went well from there. I was so fortunate. The place I grew up, the flats, was right next to a stadium. So I used to watch football every Friday night. I used to imagine what it's like to be a professional football player. My first World Cup I watched was in 1990. I know you guys, I don't want to say you're too old, but 1990 was the first game was Argentina against Cameroon in the San Siro. And we all obviously rooted for Cameroon because it's an African team. And this is all the stuff I started to imagine what life is like. I used to sit in a football field in my area and used to wonder what life was like in England, what life was like overseas. Because I never imagined leaving my area, I never imagined leaving South Africa. That was it. This was my world. This was my family, my friends, playing football, going to school. That was it. Never thought that I would actually get on an aeroplane, leave my country and go play overseas. So I got to represent my local, my Western Province, my provincial team under 13, under 14, under 16, and I was 13 years old. And this was a very strange, because now this was the first multiracial team. So now that meant I had a white coach. I've never seen a white coach before, or I've never had one before. And now I got to play with white players, because before that time in South Africa, you only play with your players from your community, so-called colored, black players, whatever, Muslims, we all just played in our community and never got to play with white kids. So this was amazing because things are changing in South Africa. Now when someone played with me as a white guy, as a white coach, and it was beautiful because that's how it should have been for a long time, but because of the law that time in South Africa. So we went to play this tournament that they host every few years. We went to, I think it was in Durban, there was hosted. We won the tournament with our white coach, white players, which was amazing. And after the tournament, my coach came to me and said to me, "Would you like to go to England?" I said, "Of course." I'm like you guys, I used to watch English football every week on TV. It's like, oh my word, of course, where do I go? But before I could say anything, he had to come and ask permission from my parents. So if the moms and dads, imagine someone comes to your house and saying, "I'm taking your baby." No, asking if they can have permission to take your baby to England. My mom said, yeah, which I was very surprised because normally the mothers are the ones that want to keep the baby. And obviously I wanted my mom to fight for me a little bit. But my dad said no, which is quite the opposite because normally the fathers are the ones that let the son go. And I thought to myself, I'm doing something positive. Why would my dad not want me to leave? It's a rough area, there's shooting, there's gunfights, there's drugs. Let me go. It's a one-time opportunity. Okay, so a few weeks later, my father, he changed his mind. It's very strange. My mom, like, why did my dad change his mind? He said to me, the moment I told your father that if I leave, there's more food in the house for him. So my dad was very happy. He said, "Bon chance, good luck. See you soon." So obviously I was happy. My dad changed his mind, and I remember when I just want to go back a few years. I was 5 years old. My dad took me to the movies in Cape Town, and the first movie I watched with my dad was called Escape the Victory. They had Sylvester Stallone, Pelé, Bobby Moore, all these great players. And my dad told me after the movie about George Best, and I didn't know because I was still a baby then. Why would my dad tell me about George Best? So I just kept it in my mind for many years. So I'm getting ready to leave South Africa. I leave school, and I thought I'm ready to go now. But before I leave for England, my coach trained me for 3 months before I leave. So for 3 months, 3 times a day, I trained 6 o'clock in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 5 in the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never in my life trained so hard. I thought football was just, you play with your friends. I was easy, I was happy, okay. I had to train. You won't believe it. I did the running on Table Mountain, I did the running on the beach, the gym stuff. I think that was probably a test for me because in your mind you play games that you like give up, stop, this is too hard. But I wanted to succeed. I wanted to play football. I wanted to do what I love doing, which is play football. And we left for England. I was prepared physically, mentally, and everything. And I remember getting on the plane. My coach made a joke with me because I've never been on an airplane. And he said to me, "Open the window." I was trying to open the window. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. It was my first time on a plane. We get to England. So now, I knew about English. I knew a little bit about English, but my first language is Afrikaans. So we get to England and they speak, I don't know if you guys have been to England, they speak another type of English over there. I get to London, the Heathrow Airport, and the cab driver, "Oh, money here. Oh, governor." What? And I'm like, what is this guy saying to me? Like, "Where you going, son?" Okay, whatever. And he takes us straight to Tottenham. We get there, and Terry Venables, I don't know if you guys remember Terry Venables was the Tottenham manager at that time. They had, so I'm turning up at the training ground. You got Paul Gascoigne, you got Gary Lineker, you got Paul Stewart, all those players left up, and I'm standing there as a 14-year-old kid, like, wow, like this is amazing. I saw these guys on TV a few weeks ago. I'm standing here at Tottenham. This is unbelievable. The first week I trained with the first team, which is even more crazy because I thought I was going to train with my age group, under 14s. They let me train with the first team. After 1 week, Terry Venables came to me and says, "I'm going to sign you." Of course, I'm excited. I can't believe it. This is like something I've imagined. I wanted to play football, but never thought I would get there. So I signed for Tottenham for 5 years. After the first week, the Sun, newspaper in England, they print the first £1 million 14-year-old kid. The pressure's on. So now I'm playing for Tottenham every week. A lot of people are coming to watch me. England want me to play for their youth team, but of course I was never going to play for England. I'm South African. I was going to play for my country. And the football part was the best. It was some of the best experiences of my life because I got to play with Gaza, I got to play with so many great players at Tottenham. I got my football education basically at Tottenham. And for me, the best part was being on the football field, playing with my friends, everything, going to school, great. The hardest part was, and this is where I really felt, this was probably my biggest battle. One of my biggest battles in my whole football career is when the club signed me, they put you into a house with a family because I'm there alone. So they pay the family, they pay the lady that looks after you, you have your room, and she gives you food. But the hardest part was, I finished training, I finished playing the street with my friends, and then go to my room. And as soon as you sit in your room, that's when you feel it. That's when you start to feel homesick. That's when I start to think, hold on a minute. I have no one to go to, no mom and dad to hold you, or your brothers or your cousins to speak to. And that was probably the hardest battle I deal with, because now there's no one to support you, to protect you. You're dealing in another world. So I don't know how I got through that. God's grace. was a miracle. But I went to school at the same time, and I had to play for my school team. And then I went to a private school. So, believe me, I didn't choose to go to private school. This was Stockholm, in this private school. So I had to play for school, and my first school game was against a school called Eton. I don't know if you guys know a school called Eton in England. It's one of the big, where the Prince William and all those guys go. So we drive up to the school. Now, the school could probably looks like this hotel. It was the most unbelievable school I've ever seen in my life. It's the Richie with this is the top of the school. And I just remember saying, asked my friend, who was one of my best friends, and they asked him like, why are the kids wearing all these black robes? Because they would look like Harry Potter. They're all walking around, and he said, no, that's how they dressed at school. But it was amazing. They had like a swimming pool. I didn't even know, coming from South Africa, that kids or school could have a swimming pool. They had football pitches, rugby, hockey. It was absolutely amazing. So that was my first encounter of another life in England. Times when really good at Tottenham, I enjoyed myself there, and unfortunately I had to leave because of contract problems, and I went back home to South Africa. I thought my life was over. I thought all that preparation, all that hard work, all that dedication is over now. And I've been dreaming about this. So I went home, and I was like disappointed. And I kept training, I kept working, and fortunately enough, another opportunity came about to go to Spain. And now I could learn Spanish. Before I was pretending to speak Spanish, I was blah, 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 blah. And now finally I'm getting to go to Spain. Things were great in Spain. I signed for Atletico Madrid. 5 years, I couldn't believe it. This is like one of the biggest clubs in Spain. And I remember my debut, my real professional debut, because at Tottenham I got my junior education, but now I'm going to be a senior and make my full debut. It was against Barcelona. I don't know if you guys know Barcelona. Just check it. Do you remember Ronaldo? Not Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo from Brazil. The phenomenon. Yeah, okay, now Ronaldo talking. You remember Ronaldo? Okay. And Pep Guardiola, the coach of Bayern Munich, he was playing. Figo. They had an unbelievable team. So they're playing in our home ground, and this is when Ronaldo just signed for Barcelona. So all the hype and media talk was about Ronaldo. I'm on the bench, I'm a young player, I'm getting into the team. I want to see who Ronaldo is. And I see this player, game starts. Okay. Very quiet, nothing. I'm thinking, okay, what is this big hype about? So our fans start to say, Ronaldo this, you're bad. All negative stuff, start to abuse him. You know, football fans. So after half an hour, Ronaldo scores hat-trick. Suddenly our stadium was very quiet. No more abuse. Oh, beautiful stuff. Ronaldo, you're beautiful now. But it was too late to score the hat-trick. So, second half, I'm warming up. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. In English, they call me Quinton Fortune. In Spain, they just gave me another name. They call me Quinton Fortune. So, just in case you didn't recognize it, Quinton Fortune. So I'm warming up. This is the second half. And getting ready, I'm excited. So you can imagine, I've been dreaming about this all my life. I would have played anything in my life just to make my professional name. But to play Barcelona, the first professional game, it's like we're playing the PlayStation, it's crazy stuff. This is like happening. So I'm warming up, getting ready. I'm excited, you can imagine, on adrenaline, I'm sweating. I can't believe this is my moment. So I heard the coach go, Fortune, ready? Okay, coach, it was the quickest sprint I've ever done in my life. Sprinted the half line, getting ready. So I get to the half line. Coach is giving me instructions. Fortune, I want you to play there in the middle. I want you to do this when you get down the line. Do this. I'm thinking all of him. But in the meantime, I'm thinking, Coach, really? Just put me on. Please just let me go on. I'm waiting. I'm excited. Time is running out. I don't care anymore. Just put me on. But just before I go in, what does the coach say to me? He says, Fortune, I want you to mark Ronaldo. Ladies and gentlemen, could pick any player. Barcelona had 11 players. He wants me to mark Ronaldo. In my mind, I'm thinking, should I take the coach and pull the muscle? Should I say my back hurts? Should I say I've got to go to the toilet quickly, my stomach? But it was too late, I'm on the pitch. It's too late. So I get on the pitch, and I swear, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to play cool, I'm trying, getting on the pitch, easy, Ronaldo, no problem. And I see Ronaldo for the first time, like, close up. And this is my reaction. And I swear, I'm not joking. And this is my real reaction. So you can imagine me standing here, and imagine Ronaldo standing there. And I'm getting on, and I'm trying to play cool, like, to cage on Ronaldo. This is my reaction. And there's Ronaldo. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. He wasn't the best looking guy. But oh my word. He was built like a statue in Rome, like a Michelangelo. He had unbelievable strong legs, calves, chest. He was just absolutely amazing. It's like God gave everything but the looks. It's like God gave me the looks and gave Ronaldo like why you guys laughing? You don't think of ladies? You don't think? Yeah? No, ladies? No? Thank you. What, guys? You don't? No? Okay, no problem. So, don't go and Google this now. I know you guys will Google this. So, people always ask me, so, when you played against Ronaldo, what happened? I don't know. I didn't see him. He was so quick, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I was quick. This guy must have been driving some Lamborghini or something. He must have had some special before the game. I said to people always, I didn't see him. The only time I saw Ronaldo was the game was finished and we were walking off in a tunnel. That's the closest I got to Ronaldo. So that was my first experience of what it taught me what I had to do in life if I wanted to be as great as Ronaldo. At 40 years old, I wrote on a piece of paper that I wanted to be the best player in the world. Out the blue, out of my own thought, like, how can the kid from Cape Town, have this imagination, these thoughts? And when I got to play against the best player in the world, it just taught me everything. Like, I needed to work enough, I need to go to another level if I wanted to be like Ronaldo, or great level Ronaldo. I need to work harder, I need to dedicate myself more. And 5 great years at Quinton Fortune, got to learn the Spanish language, absolutely destroyed it as soon as I spoke Spanish. They took me as a brother, and I was watching, like you guys, the Champions League final, Bayern Munich against, Manchester United against Bayern Munich at the No Cup 99. So I'm watching with my coach, and he says to me, Manchester United are interested in you. I'm thinking, why would Manchester United be interested in me? They've just won the league, they've won the FA Cup, and they played the Champions League. And I can't believe it. They win the Champions League. The next 2 months, I go to Manchester United. I turn up at the old training ground before we move to the new one. The cliff, turn up. So when I was 14, I arrived in England. On my wall, I had like my favorite players like Roy Keane, Ryan Giggs, Pelé, Maradona, Cantona, all the great players. Okay, so now I'm turning up at the training ground, and I swear that it took me a few months to like calm down because I'm with my heroes basically. I'm with the players I looked up as a kid. Let me just go back 2 years. When you're in Tottenham and you're a schoolboy and you're in the youth team, you have to clean the changing rooms. This was back then. I don't know if you do it now. You have to clean the changing rooms when you play at home at your stadium. So when the other team leaves, you clean the changing rooms, pick up the boots, polish the boots. I remember when we played Manchester United at Old Trafford, and Ryan Giggs was still playing for the great goal. And all the players coming out and took photos of all the players, like all the manager. And now I'm here as a kid that used to admire these guys. on the same pitch. I could not believe it. I was like, Roy Keane, Giggsy, Scholes, Beckham, Ole Solskjaer, Dwight York, Andy Cole, Eddie Sheringham. Eddie Sheringham remembered me, came to me. He's the first one who spoke to me because he remembered me from my top players. He was a topper. Big Young Stump, Annie Bird, Dennis Irwin. I couldn't believe it. I was like a little kid. I was like, unbelievable. And I remember Alex Ferguson came to me after a week or so, 2 weeks. He said he wants to sign for Manchester United. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard Alex Ferguson speak. He's got a Scottish accent. I don't know what he said to me. Forgive me. I just know I said yes. Whatever he said, I said, okay, yes. He spoke to me in some, I think it was English. So I signed for Manchester United, and the honest truth is, I thought to myself, like, okay, it was great signing for Manchester United. It's a great achievement. It's something my dad told me when I was a kid, and now playing for his favorite team. It's something that you dream of, you never think you would imagine. But now thoughts are running in my mind. How am I going to get this team? This team just won everything in football. They won the treble. But I was determined I wanted to play. So after 6 months, the manager gave me my debut against Newcastle. I came on for 10, 15 minutes. Obviously I was excited. But I knew coming from Spain, I had to go to another level. And this is what I learned why Manchester United was so successful. I thought I was working hard when I played in Spain and all the other clubs. When I arrived at Manchester United, ladies and gentlemen, training was so hard. It was like playing lunch. Really, you guys need to understand. I wish I could show you how we were training. So on a Saturday afternoon, when you saw us play at Old Trafford, that's how we trained. Nothing changed. It was the same mentality. The manager used to push the players. Roy Keane, an amazing captain, deserves everything he got. I used to admire this guy. I still admire him. He's my favorite player of all time. They used to push us so much in training that the level, the standard in training was so high that people asked me what is the most difficult game you played. I said, difficult was training. The games on the Saturday afternoon was like easy because your own teammates used to push you training. It was an unbelievable experience. David Beckham, you guys see all the David Beckham, all the money, all that stuff. That guy worked his socks off. This guy, I've never ever in my life seen anyone work so hard. Really, dedication, determination, discipline. This is why this guy's at the top of the game. Ryan Giggs, still, he's 40 now, still playing for Manchester United. It's absolutely amazing. You don't see anyone else in the world play like this. But these guys were so dedicated. I was so fortunate when I got on the team, and it taught me so much when I saw the likes of Gary Neville, his brother Phil Neville, Scholes, Nicky Butt. These were the groups that came through that year. They taught me so much. If I wanted to play for Manchester United, to be a top player, I had to just watch them. I just used to follow them, watching what they do. Roy Keane, watch these guys, watch Ole Solskjaer after training. You guys see him in the game, coming on and scoring goals. He used to practice like every single day. Ruth funny story. Technique, train every day. And then the magic happened. Ronaldo came. Cristiano Ronaldo. Not phenomenal anymore. Ronaldo was so obsessed of wanting to be the best, it was ridiculous. His first few words, he didn't speak English when he came to Manchester United. So he used to come to me because I could speak Spanish and I could translate a little bit what he was saying in Portuguese. And his first few words, he was trying to say he was the best. He said, I'm best. And all I think, how does keep this coming? You've got like Roy Keane, you've got Paul Scholes, you've got York, you've got Cole, you've got all these great players here. He walks in and goes, I'm the best. But I kid you not, he trained to be the best. And that's why I said a lot of young kids, young players, a lot of young players have talent. What makes Ronaldo great is his mind, his mentality. He's got the ability. But if he didn't have the determination, desire, which takes you there to the next level, you won't succeed. And this is what he had. I used to watch Ronaldo on the training, put on ankle weights. And you guys remember Ronaldo was very good with the feet, do the step overs. Because when he came to Old Trafford, he just wanted to show off, he wanted to show I am the number one and I get all the skills. And he used to take the step overs every day. You guys watch him now, the way he shoots, the ball moves, he's changed the game. He used to practice every single day. In the gym, you see him, well, ladies, I know you watch football, Cristiano Ronaldo. You see his body now, almost the same as mine. Almost. Not as, yeah. I won't take my shirt off, my girlfriend is there. Normally I take my shirt off, but she's here, so I can't. No, okay. So, I was surrounded with so many great players, and it just taught me that it doesn't matter how much ability you have in life. If you're not willing to work hard, if you're not willing to put the sacrifice of working, the same way. And then we signed Wayne Rooney, young Wayne Rooney coming from Everton, the same as Ronaldo, had such confidence in his own ability, and it was unbelievable. He came into the team and he didn't care. He had no respect for anyone. Not in a bad way, but in a more arrogant way. Like you guys remember Cantona. And Cantona used to walk with his collar up, but that more about it. And this is why he's probably one of the greatest goal scorers in the history of Manchester United in England. I was surrounded with so many great players, but I have to say the best of all was Alex Ferguson. There was only one boss, and that was it. And the boss made it clear there is no one bigger than the team. So I'll tell you one story. He used to say to us that this is before we leave the changing room. Amazing. This is how he used to be the best at his mind game. He said to us, this is what we need. He said, make sure you celebrate as a team when you score a goal. We haven't even started the game, ladies and gentlemen, and he's putting that seed in your mind. So you used to think before you even play the game to make sure you stick with goals, you think, celebrate as a team, and all the other stuff was taken care of. It was absolutely amazing. I couldn't figure it out the first few weeks. Why would the manager keep saying to us, make sure you celebrate when you score, celebrate as a team, when you play the game yet? And this was how we used to play my way to do. We used to stand in the tunnel before the game at Old Trafford. And fairness to whoever was playing against. And you could, honestly, you could just see your body language compared to them. The game was won in the tunnel already. And this, you play with like some working. How many guys have been working, stand in the tunnel of the Arsenal game with Patrick Vieira? He didn't even move, he didn't even his eyes didn't move. And that just gave the whole team some, I don't know, the energy, the work as a team. So my experience at Manchester United, I wish you guys would both have it. It's amazing. I'm so honored to so be there. It was absolutely amazing. Just one more thing before I sorry was my debut. So the Manchester game, my debut, my first debut at Manchester United was against Brighton City at home at Old Trafford. I'm walking out, boy, I flew my mum and dad over. It was a Christmas time. It's cold in England. I didn't know I was going to play. I just wanted my mum and dad. I was festive. It was only years. I flew them over. My dad took about 20 sleeping pills because he's never been in a plane. So he come to Old Trafford. And one of the most amazing moments of my life was to play at Old Trafford. Of course, making my debut for Manchester United, but to play with my parents, being able to say that they'd never see me play. When I left at 14, they'd never see me play football. They knew I played football, they'd never see me play physically. So for me to run out, play for Manchester United, my dad's favorite team, to score my debut, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Any mountains, dads, can you just imagine your son running out to Old Trafford for your favorite team? It's just amazing. And for them to be there was amazing. So I don't want to take too much of time. I'm hungry as well. I see the food. We're eating the Steven Spielberg one. So, merci. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys enjoy the game.